Sanjay, breaking updates now coming in. CDS Chauhan has spoken on the Nehru Era War Blunder, going on to say that IAF deployment could have slowed China and has slammed no use of air power in the year 1962. During the 1962 war, going on to say use of air force would have actually slowed down China. Senior consulting editor Sanjay Chaudhary joins us on the broadcast with the details. And Sanjay, very significant words. Speaking of the 1962 war, the CDS says the Air Force, the air might of India was not used, and if India had actually used the air prowess, then China would have been slowed down.
This has been widely acknowledged by people in the past, including former Air Force chiefs when they were serving. And it must be said that this point is actually widely accepted, because China at that time did not have the kind of Air Force strength that it has in Tibet, and India was a far superior air power. So under those circumstances, the use of the Air Force would have been very important and very helpful. And it would have slowed down the Chinese. It would have added to their casualties, and perhaps the war could have taken a different turn if the Indian Air Force had been used in 1962. This is a fact that has been widely acknowledged, and it's widely accepted in the strategic community that this was a mistake made by the government. The decision not to use the Air Force. It was widely believed at that point that in 62, that if the Air Force had been used, it would have widened the war and so on. And that is not something that the government at that time wanted to do. Let's not forget that in 1962, China was not a nuclear power. India, of course, wasn't. But China exploded its first nuclear weapon in 1964. So both countries were conventional powers, and India was a stronger air power. So why not use the Air Force?
Okay, all right, Sanjay, thank you for joining us with all those inputs. But with that, we shift our attention to the big news coming in from the world of